Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about typecasting in Python. So we all know typecasting is nothing but type conversion. Okay, so here we can convert one data type to another data type. This conversion is known as typecasting or type conversion. Okay, so we have 5 built-in data types in Python. Those are int, float, complex, bool and string. So we can convert from one data type to another data type by using typecasting, type conversion. Okay. So the following are predefined functions which are used to convert from one data type to another data type. Those predefined functions are, so predefined, what is function? Function means function is a subprogram which is used to perform some specific task. So here there are 5 types of built-in functions. These 5 built-in functions are predefined. Okay, so their task is also predefined. Okay, the task of predefined functions, these 5 predefined functions is to convert from one data type to another data type. Okay, so these are the 5 predefined built-in functions for type conversion. Okay, first one is int, float, complex, bool, string. Okay, so let's discuss one by one. The first one is int. Okay, so int function, we can use int function to convert any data type to int data type. Means from float to int, from complex to int, from string to int and from bool to int. By using int function we can convert any data type to int data type. Okay, so see the examples. Int of 153.5. So here 153.5 is a float number. Yes, because it contains a decimal part. So if you use int function, okay, so int function, it will convert from float to int. Okay, 153 is a int number, 153.5 is a float number. So it will remove 0.5 and then it will return 153. 153 is a integer number. Okay, so next, from complex to int. So complex number is in the form of a plus bj. A is a real part, bj is a imaginary part. Okay, so here int of 10 plus 5j. Okay, so we cannot convert complex number to integer number. Why? Because integers contains only 0 to 9, up to 0 to 9 decimal values. Sorry, decimal base. So decimal means 10. Numbers up to 0 to 9. But here complex number contains plus operator as well as some alphabet. So alphabets and operators are not allowed in int. Okay, so only it contains numbers up to 0 to 9. So that's why we cannot convert complex to int. Next, so here float to int is converted. Next, complex to int is not possible. Next, true is a boolean value. Okay, boolean data type contains only 2 possible values. One is true and another one is false. So here true is converted to int. The true means 1, false means 0. So that's why it will return integer, that is 1. Next, int of 15. So 15 is in single quotations. So whatever the characters, collection of characters either represented in single quotations or in double quotations, that is treated as a string in Python. Okay, so here 15 is enclosed between single quotations. So if you convert that into integer, it will return only 15. Okay, so next, int 10. So 10 is a collection of characters enclosed in single quotations, is known as string. Invalid literal for int, because int contains only 0 to 9. We cannot convert characters to alphabets to integers. So that's why invalid literal. Okay, so we can convert float to int, boolean to int, string to int. Okay, so note here we can convert from any data type to int except complex data type. Okay, we cannot convert complex data type to int data type. So next one, if we want to convert a string to int, compulsory string should contain only integral values. Okay, so up to 0 to 9. String does not contain uh, alphabets, because alphabets are not possible to convert to integer type. Okay, so this is int typecasting. So by using int function we can convert any data type to integer data type. The next one is float function. By using this function we can convert any data type to float data type. Okay, so any data type to float data type. What is float? Float contain fractional part. Okay, so some number and then it contains fractional part. Okay, decimal part. The number which contain decimal part is known as floating point number. So see these examples. Float of 153. Float function is used to convert any data type to float data type. So here 153 is an integer. So it will convert it to float 153.0 which contains decimal part. Okay. Next, float of 10 plus 5j. So 10 plus 5j is a complex number. So here error will occur, can't convert complex to float, because float will contain 0 to 9 and also decimal part, but it does not allow alphabets and special characters, special symbols. So that's why we cannot convert complex to float. Okay. Next, true is a boolean. So if you convert bool data type to float, it will return 1.0. Okay, so next 15 is a string data type. Okay, so collection of characters is known as string. Characters may be alphabets, digits and special symbols. Okay, so here digits are enclosed within single quotations, so it is a string. It will convert it to float, it will return 15.0. Next, int of 10. So 10 contains only characters, alphabets. Okay, so invalid literal for float. So see the note, we can convert from any type to float data type except complex. So complex number is not converted to float. So integer and float both are same. We cannot convert complex to int as well as float. Next, if you want to convert a string to float, compulsory string should contain integral values or floating point values. Okay, integral values or floating point values. It should not contain alphabets. It is not possible to convert alphabets to float. Okay. Next, the third function is complex. So complex function is used to convert any data type to complex data type. Okay, so here it contains two forms. So the first form is complex of x. So complex of x. X is any data type number, any data type value. Okay, so see the examples. Complex of 153. Okay, so here it will take 153 as a real part. Complex number contains real part as well as imaginary part. For suppose 1 plus 0j. So here 1 is a real part, 0j is a imaginary part. So here whatever the number it will take as real part. So next it will take imaginary part as 0. Okay, 0j. Okay. So if we convert 153 is a integer. Okay, so the integer value is taken as real part and imaginary part should be 0j. So it will return 153 plus 0j. Okay, next if you want to convert float to complex, so here this number is real part and it will take 0j as imaginary part. Okay, next complex of true. True is a boolean. Okay, true means 1. 1 is a real part. Next it will take 0j as imaginary part. Okay, real part plus imaginary part. Next, complex of 15. Okay, so 15 is treated as real part, 0j is imaginary part. Okay, so next, complex of 10. So 10 is a collection of alphabets, characters enclosed in single quotations is known as string. Okay, complex argument is malformed string. Okay, so complex number should contain only numbers, special symbol that is plus or minus. Next, only one alphabet, but here it contains three alphabets. It is not possible to convert string which contains characters. Okay, so this is complex. By using complex function, we can convert integer to complex, float to complex, bool to complex, as well as string to complex only if string contain digits. Okay, so second form is complex of x comma y. So here complex number is taken only x. So here x is treated as real part. We include 0j as a imaginary part. But in second form, here x comma y both values are given. We can use this method to convert x and y into complex numbers such that x value will be real part and y value will be imaginary part. Okay, so see these examples. Complex of 10 comma 2. So 10 is a real part, 2j is a imaginary part. Okay, next, complex of 10 comma minus 5. 10 minus 5j. 10 is a real part, minus 5 is a imaginary part. Okay, so in this way we can convert any type to complex type. Okay, next, the fourth function is bool function. By using bool function, we can convert any data type to bool data type. Bool data type contain only two possible values. Those are true or false. True or false. So here true and false. Bool of 153. So 153 is converted to bool data type. So it will return true. Next, 17.5. It will return true. Okay, so if you give bool of 0.0, it will return false because 0 means false, 1 means true. Okay, so here 17.5 is a true, 0.0 is false. Okay, next, bool of 1, 1 means true. Bool of 15, so it will return true. Bool of 10, it will return true. Bool of 0, it will return false. Bool of nothing, it will return false. So whenever it contains some value except 0, it will return true. Okay, if the value is 0 or nothing means empty, it will return false. Okay, so we can convert in this way any data type to bool data type. And the last function is str function, string function. So we can use this function to convert any data type to str data type, string data type. Okay, so first integer we can convert 153 into string. So that will be enclosed in single quotation because string allows alphabets, digits, and as well as special symbols. Okay, so that's why 153 is allowed as string data type. Next, string of 17.5. so this is also same because string allows all the alphabets, digits and special symbols, so that's why it is also possible to transfer from one data type to another data type, from float to string. Next, str of true. So it will convert into string data type. So not 1, only true. Okay, so if you convert this into int, in that case it will return 1. But here we are converting string bool data type to string data type. So that's why it will return true. Next, str of 10 plus 5j. So 10 plus 5j is a complex number. We can convert complex to string because string allows alphabets, digits and special symbols. Complex contains numbers, alphabet and special character. So that's why it is also possible to convert any data type to other data type. So it is possible to convert int to string, float to string, bool to string, and complex to string. So you need to remember two things here. So for complex, we cannot convert. One complex number is not converted to int as well as float. So if you want to convert string to int, compulsorily string should contain integral values. And if you want to convert it to float, compulsory string should contain integral values or floating point values. Okay, so you need to remember these two things while converting the any data type to any other data type. Okay, so I hope it is clear. If you have any doubts regarding to this video, please comment me in the comment section. For more videos, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.